everybody, I am back with the garden update. You'll notice I am inside, and that's because the first things I want to show you are some things we've picked recently, and then we'll go out and look at the garden. Things have just exploded since we got back from our honeymoon. The last week in June, it just seems like everything went crazy. So I have lots to show you, I think. So first, I'll show you. This is crazy. Keeping this in the fridge right now, but this is a massive zucchini picked from our garden. Like, actually enormous. It's the size of a large butternut squash. And I have it in the fridge because I wasn't gonna use it right when I picked it, but it's absolutely enormous. This was growing under a leaf on the side. It wasn't even in the bed. It was resting on the ground vertically. And it grew behind a really large leaf and kind of in the shade on the ground, so I just didn't even see it until it was this big. It's actually really heavy though for its size, so I'm hoping it still tastes good, and I think I'm going to slice it up and roast it for dinner tonight. And then the other thing I wanted to show you are these green beans. Sorry, it's a little dark. Let me turn on the light. These also came from the garden just recently, actually just yesterday I picked these, and we've had a few more peas as well, which I don't know if I ever showed you those. It's been a long time since I've done a garden update. That was not really the plan. Oh, there's a couple peas left in the fridge here. They kind of look like this. They're sugar snap peas, and we do have a few more beans in here also that I've been saving till we have enough to make a respectable size side dish. So now I think we have enough, so I'm gonna make these beans tonight and this massive zucchini. And Sadie is going to go crazy in circles. So that's just what she does. So let's go out. Here's sort of an aerial view. If you look at the last update, you'll see there's quite a few changes. Basically, I'm just gonna go all around the garden and explain where everything is right now, but I'm not really going to compare it to last time because I honestly don't remember where everything was the last time. It's been a while and I haven't gone back and rewatched the video. So, in this corner here, we still have the rosemary trying to come along. This one is actually growing quite a bit bigger, but not much progress with the rest of it. We have a little tomatillo plant not doing so great right here. It's definitely getting eaten by something. And then behind it, we have a much larger tomatillo plant. It's doing better, it's flowering, but it's still definitely getting eaten by something. And I have to be honest, I've been a little bit lazy with the garden lately. I've just been focused on making sure it's watered, but I haven't done really any pest control. So I don't know if like some soapy water would do the trick, or if I need to use some neem oil diluted, you know, with water or whatever. I might try to take care of that in the next couple days. I don't think it's really harming the plant in a big way because it's still growing, but it obviously doesn't look great, and I don't really know what's eating it. It's funny because nothing else is really getting eaten. And then I'll just show you right here. These two little guys are the hot peppers that I got I got the seeds from a friend from the nail technician. So they're coming along, but they're kind of shaded now by the squash plant, which I'll just show you that now. This is the summer squash. The plant is not as big as the zucchini, but it's still kind of taken over the garden, and it's been flowering. These flowers kind of open and close regularly, but I haven't seen any squash yet. So that's what's going on there. Okay, so going back behind, so that's the tomatillo. So this is our very large tomato plant here. Kind of crazy. It's definitely blooming. I accidentally just broke off part of it because I was trying to tuck it back inside the cage and it just snapped, but I think it'll be okay. I actually took that piece and stuck it down in the ground over there, but just in case it would kind of restart. Anyway, it's also blooming, seems to be doing pretty well, but I haven't seen any little baby tomatoes. I don't know what's going on at the bottom here. It maybe got a little bit dry or something. But overall doesn't seem to be in bad shape. The zucchini is absolutely enormous. I mean, these leaves are huge for scale. This is my hand, and it's like 3 or 4 of my hands could cover this leaf. It's so big. So it's growing. There's the stem back in here. This is where I picked off the giant one, but it was just totally on the ground. But it's funny because other than that giant one, I haven't really seen any zucchini on this plant, except in the very small stages and kind of like withering and dying. So it's been a little weird, but I'm happy to get that big one. Okay, so moving around. Here we have the cilantro that totally bolted and has gone to seed, which is to be expected this time of year, because once it gets hot, apparently it does that. So I don't know if we could really harvest these bits down here. They look okay. I don't know if they would still taste good. But basically it's just, I'm leaving it to go to seed because I figure that's okay with me if it drops some seeds for next year. And then behind that we have still some peas, sugar snap peas, which have mostly stopped producing, I think, but every now and then I find, I mean, this guy's a little bit weird, but every now and then I find, oh, there's a couple peas in there actually. I should go, oh yeah, there's some down there too. I should go in after this video and kind of grab some more of them while they're still good. And down there, I thought this was a baby pea plant, but that might actually just be a weed. I don't know. Or it's peas that never quite did anything. And back in here you can sort of see the okra. Here's one, and there's the other one. The okra really haven't done anything, but now they're sort of like shaded by everything, so I don't know if they're getting the sunlight they need. Speaking of growing though, oh wow, it's got a big bug on it. This is the cucumber, and I don't know if this trellis was in place the last time I filmed or not, but I got this online from Gardener Supply Company, and this is the medium-sized cucumber trellis. Let me just back up. It's pretty huge, so I don't know what a large size one would look like. However, this is only one cucumber plant, I believe. Yeah, it is. I weeded it down to, or thinned it down to one. So this is one cucumber plant. It is branched off here, it's branched off here, and it really is wrapping itself like tightly around the trellis. So still with this one again, we're really pretty blooms and lots of blooms, like really seems to be doing well, but no cucumbers yet to see. In the back there, this might be the best view you can get. Can you see that corn? I see the silk coming out. That might actually be a little bit of corn that we might get to pick. I don't know. They say with the corn you have to have a lot of plants and it's not going to do very well if you don't, because it's wind germinated. So you have to have several so the wind can like blow the, you know, I don't know, whatever, blow around and kind of put the things where they need to be so that the I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna stop now. But anyway, they're doing okay, I guess, but I don't know if we're really gonna get anything out of them except for maybe this one here. But it's been fun. It's been a fun experiment, and this tallest one is quite tall. It's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet tall there. We're in a raised bed, of course, but okay, so this area is what used to be, or was going to be, lavender, but never did anything. So it was a good place to put the trellis. It's not in the way of anything. All of this here is carrots, and they're doing so well. I'm so impressed. I'm like amazed. And we did pick one. I did not film it, but I did put it up on my Instagram. If you look, it's Miss Julie DC. I did take a picture of it. It was a little on the small side, so I haven't picked any others because I was waiting. They're supposed to be ready when you see the shoulder emerge from the soil. A lot of them, they're really big and there's a lot of greenery, but I haven't really seen any that look ready to pick just yet. But I'll take a closer look at some point. But yeah, 2 big old square feet of healthy carrots, which is awesome. It always feels good. I have mosquito bites everywhere that I'm scratching constantly. Sorry. Okay, this is basil, as you may already know. It's got the corn, carrots are sort of growing into it, but it's fine. It's doing pretty well. I haven't really been picking it. I probably should to encourage it to grow. I don't know. But it's doing pretty well. It's not putting out a ton, but there's some more basil here. That looks like maybe a weed. Hard to say. More basil here, but this square has never done that well, and I'm not exactly sure why, except that now it is getting more shaded. And then the beans, it's funny because this square has like 3 bean plants and they haven't produced a single bean, I don't think. But then this one has 4 plants 2 of which have just been producing all of the beans. I already harvested them yesterday when that's what I showed you, but they're blooming again. There's more growing. They're little. Oh, that guy's almost big enough to pick, or maybe is big enough. So yeah, the beans are doing well, and they continue to produce, which is nice. And then back here in the very back, we have the jalapeno pepper. Oh, more beans. Oh, those look ready. I might pick some of those. We have the jalapeno peppers that just don't want to do anything. To be fair, they are getting kind of overshadowed by these beans, but this one's not, and it just doesn't want to do anything. Oh, I'm seeing ants now, too. I wonder if that's affecting anything. So, I don't know. They just don't, I don't know if it's like not hot or dry enough. It's very humid here, and we've had a lot of rain recently, so I don't know if that's affecting them. It's hard for one piece of soil to be good for all of these plants, I would imagine. I don't know, I'm not a seasoned gardener. First garden. Anyway, it's getting very hot out here, so I'm gonna go inside now. But I hope you enjoyed this update, and I'll see you with the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Give you a little overview. So cool.